Alright, hello everyone. I hope you're liking the new model. I'm just going to be doing some Endfield contingency contract because I didn't really plan anything. Okay, let me adjust the volume. Let me know if this is alright. I've already done Risk 37. I can just do the same strat, pretty much. Like, the risk here is so low that, even if I mess up a bit, it's going to be fine. So this one, they are freezing us. I'm going to take the physical version of the unfreeze yourself risk. It is increasing the risk, but it is going to help us because I can unfreeze myself, and that is what my strat uses. Use this team with Prelica as the controlled operator. It might look a bit strange, but it is more consistent than the pure Rossi team I found. We're going to be lifting our enemies constantly, which will interrupt their attacks and keep them in one place. And because we sort of have 4 DPS operators going on here, we're not relying entirely on Rossi's ult. We will get decent damage out of Chen's ult as well in wave 3, assuming I do this all correctly. Okay, so start off we want to just rewind immediately and then crumple all of them. On the high risk, those would not all immediately die. Okay, I kind of froze myself, that's not good. I can unfreeze myself. We are a bit slow to kill these mobs, but it doesn't really matter because it's not high risk. That 3 dodges the good stuff. That was not good. I'm just gonna pop Chen's ult here to unfreeze myself. That was quite sloppy. It doesn't matter with low risk, but that would have killed a high risk run. Story time of this model. Yeah, I notice Sphinx character is pretty popular right now. Perhaps popular is an understatement. I think the statue is doing a lot of interesting things visually that, well, make it lovable. Okay, that was my bad, I froze myself. the statue, right? I mean, the Sphinx is supposed to be a human-animal hybrid, right? Animals. They are endearing. People have pets. Maybe not a lion as a pet, but I think it's understandable to see it as cute. And with the statue being all uniformly gray, stone, or marble, it blends the human and lion, or whatever is going on here, parts better. It hides the transition. So I think compared to perhaps some other depictions of human-animal hybrids, it's a bit less jarring. Shading is also able to hide some other elements. You can see in my model, I am just gray. It doesn't feel weird because it's a statue. And the eyes are just drawn on. And that's fine, because I'm a statue. Any viewers want a riddle? I'm supposed to be a questioning statue, so... I'm supposed to be a sphinx, so... Okay, what do we have here? Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, so in addition to the statue, being endearing, it's also, I thought, easy to draw. Like, you don't need shading on this. The eyes... normally when you're making eyes for a VTuber model, like, you need to separate the upper eyelid and the lower eyelid and the eyelid skin. It's kind of a lot. And then you have the shading, which is... it gets complicated when you have all these layers moving around separately. Honestly, I could not figure out how to do the grass shading. Or moss. Like the green stuff that's supposed to be on my head. Growing on a statue. I wasn't quite sure how to do that. It can probably be done with some kind of like masking layer setup. Maybe I'll figure that out in the next iteration. At least this one I like whipped it up pretty fast. Just downloaded Live 2D and within the same day. From start of having this idea to drawing, downloading Live 2D, watching a tutorial on Live 2D, rigging, and getting to where it is now, that was all 3 hours in total, so... yeah, people are powerful when they're motivated. Can I not dodge? Oh, I can't dodge. I took that risk. I totally forgot about that. I was wondering why I was getting hit all the time. Okay, nice. There's the permastun. That is, or not quite permastun, that this team is good at. I don't know how to dodge this guy yet. Yep, we want to kill them before that happens, or stagger them. Because I don't know how to dodge that attack and it will just kill me. In high risk. Well, the boss is in this bright-looking buff state. It's more weak to heat damage, so that just kills it. Yay for Rusty damage. Rusty's ultimate being heat element instead of physical at a time like this. So that's this team. It's pretty good. If any of you out there have ever thought you want to be a VTuber, or I guess if you want to be a VTuber, go for it. The tutorial I followed was a bit more of a standard model with like actual eyelids and not just, you know, this single line of drawn on marker. But if a tutorial is meant to be followed in like an hour, you can do it too. Follow your dreams, or at least give them a try. Cool stuff. That is Endfield CC 100%ed. Yeah, bought out the entire shop, so we're just getting deep reds now, I guess. The currency expires when the event ends anyway, so might as well, right? Check viewer chat. Is it working correctly? There's one message. Guess people aren't chatting. Some people are sending me comments privately. Cool stuff.
And do the
Okay, so this is the tutorial I followed. If anyone's wondering, why is the statue blushing? Yeah, I mean, agreed that it is a bit out of place when nothing else here is shaded except, like, the flower, but even that's, like, flat shading, right? The statue is just pure gray. Why is it blushing? It's because the tutorial told me to bind blush to left eye smile. Was that actually a good decision? I'm not sure. I just decided to keep it because I'm following the tutorial, but yeah, if everyone feels like the statue blushing is too weird, then I can take that out. let me know, everyone. If you have anything you want me to stream, I do take requests. Today was just kind of a test stream. Voice reveal, I guess? It would count as a voice reveal. Oh, you want to see the blush? Let me make this bigger. I gotta really smile for this. Left eye smile, please. Camera, pick it up. This looks so dumb. Oh yeah, the mouth opening, I mean, the original statue was just like a smug, single line smile. I wasn't sure what to do with that when I got to the part of the tutorial that's like, yeah, you want to have your mouth opening? Okay. I guess I'm like making a cat face now. That is my version of mouth opening. Is it blushing? I'm like smiling so hard, my eyes are closed, I can't even see. Okay, I think I got the blush. That's enough fan service. Nope, not that. Yeah, I do play Arknights. I've been out of the competitive scene for a bit, but like I can totally get back into it, and when CCP5 eventually comes around, I am planning to play that on stream for sure. I would have streamed Endfield CC as well, if I found a way to stream it earlier. Genuinely, before today, I did not figure out how to even capture the screen. In a way that was not just capturing the full screen. Like, capturing the window is what I wanted. And for some reason, Endfield doesn't work if you just try to capture the window. Like, it doesn't show. And then a friend told me, you need to run OBS as administrator on Windows, which I don't understand why that makes it work. But apparently it does. So here we are. I can stream Endfield now without getting random Discord messages on screen or other things that could, you know, compromise my stream. Yeah, the blushing, when I originally followed the tutorial, it's just like, smile 0 equals no blush, smile 1 equals blush. Unfortunately, the way the tracking seems to work is that blush is usually like a value between 0 and 1, so that just means I'm always slightly blushing, and I felt like that caused me to portray a different character than I had originally intended, so I changed it so that it only blushes when smile is above 0.5. So I need to be halfway smiling for it to start blushing. So yeah, Endfield here. Risk 37. I did that, not on stream. Not on public stream. I recorded that and uploaded that. I'm not one of the sweats who can do Risk 50. My account is not quite that built, but I'm still proud of what I've been able to achieve. I think the CC has been very interesting, even if I personally, like, love-hate the timer. The existence of a timer, like, original Arknights CC has historically seen a lot of stalling strats, and that is a valid way to play. You can just perma-stall the enemies and slowly whittle them down, and it might take 4 hours, but, you know, you got that. On one hand, like, stalling, I believe, is a valid strategy. If you have a strategy that can slowly whittle down the enemies forever and not dying, I think that should be recognized. On the other hand, I think timers are or can be a good game mechanic to encourage players to value their time more. Like on farming stages, okay, yeah, it kind of sucks when there's a timer that says, oh, you couldn't clear this in 10 minutes, you just can't pass, but I think what the message there should be is, if you can't complete the stage in 10 minutes, you're probably doing something wrong. Like, go level up your characters or try a different strategy entirely. Because this farming stage is supposed to take like 2 minutes. Why is it taking you 10 minutes or more? I particularly dislike it in CC here. Though, again, I can recognize, like, you could say that the timer is a good risk or a good tag in the sense that anyone who is constantly practicing with like timer 2 or timer 3 is doing their runs a lot faster, to iterate a lot faster, and they're encouraged to value their time more. What else do I play? Limbus Company regularly? And occasionally I play other games. Like Gemcraft or Nobita. Or Fantastic Contraption if that's what people want. You know, the classic Flash games. Okay, what did I take? I think a risk 37 I took. Weaken 1. Take more damage. No, not enemy health. Not that one. Take more damage, take no dodge, no healing. Ults do 0 damage after the first time. Enemies run faster. SP recovery less. Ban healing again, or the synchronized healing, but we don't use healing, so that's fine. Only 5 seconds only 1 stack every 5 seconds, so that's gonna cause us to either space out or stuff, or intentionally accept that we're losing stacks. We want basic attacks. Convert damage to HP reduction, yeah, that's fine. We don't have healing anyway, it doesn't matter. Shorter combo skill cooldowns that will allow us to spam Chen's combo skill. Controlled operator can't be changed, doesn't matter, we always run Perlica. The pool of toxins, yeah, that we don't want to step on, that's fine, standard. Take Cryo Infliction. And unsolidify ourselves. Not that one. What did I do? 2 more risk. Timer 2. So this was risk 37. If I play a lot cleaner, I think this risk 39 is possible. I'm gonna give it a try, and you'll see how it goes. In terms of non-game streams, if y'all want to see me drawing, or studying, even. I don't know if that's popular. If we don't hit all 3 enemies at once, we have to reset immediately. And if we spam our clicks fast... Oh, we have to restart. Actually, that might have been fine. We lost like 2 basic attacks over time, but it's pretty tight already. That did not kill. This start is pretty brutal. Okay, there we go. All 3 first enemies killed in one go. Okay, good. Unfreeze ourselves. Okay. Gotta get our final strike. Okay, we're a bit slow on killing these enemies this time. Take damage from the test model. We can dodge that attack with jumping. Good. We've still not taken any damage. We can dodge this with jumping as well. Oh no, we need the basic attack. We can dodge this with jumping and okay, run. I need that. Pop and I'll just to jailbreak myself and not immediately die from that. I think this run is good. Yeah, I gotta restart. I think I missed the AoE there. No, we're losing time on that. With 1 damage tank. Is that right? Fun fact about strats that rely on basic attack for their damage. As was pointed out to me relating to a basic attack only run. If you only take 3 operators instead of 4, it's more consistent because what happens with 4 operators on the field, the non-controlled operators get a bit lazy, and they just stop attacking for a while. And apparently they are lazy for more than a third of the time because it's inferior to have 4 DPS characters. The SP regeneration risk might not sound like it's a big deal, because you think you're always going to be basic attacking, but as you saw in previous attempts, when we're running from bosses, there's pretty long periods where we're not basic attacking, long enough that our SP stops regenerating. This also happens between waves. We're safe. You do lose a significant amount of SP overall from that risk. You know, we need SP for all of our stun locking shenanigans. And more damage. Okay, we're gonna try to group these two together so I can more efficiently grab both of them. Is this run salvageable? We might be cooked. Okay, interrupted. We're good. Last wave. And Chen ult has been used. Might be cooked depending on how long it takes. Nope, I'm not getting my skill back. See, this is another point when it's quite inconvenient to for that to happen. I don't know if we have enough damage to finish this. Yeah, I'm cooked. Rosie cannot in fact finish that. If Perlica is dead when Wave 4 begins, I am pretty much cooked for that run. I don't think I'm consistent enough. Okay, lost like a few seconds there. It's quite convenient when these enemies target one of the non-controlled operators instead of me. Oh, I froze myself again. Yeah, I'm really sloppy at this. Not enough SP to unfreeze myself. I think that's enough of time loss that should restart. The controlled operator's DPS definitely matters. In a sense, it's possibly better to take 2 cryo stacks in this initial burst instead of 1. Because it affects when I get frozen and therefore when I have to unfreeze myself. It's possibly more convenient if I take 2 now and then cast Prolica combo skill, which gets it up to 3. Cast Rosie Battle Skill, which gets it up to 4 and therefore freezes me, and then I can immediately cast Chen's combo skill, which will unfreeze me. So this is actually somewhat inconvenient, because here I cast Prolica combo skill. It's now at 2. If I cast Rosie's Battle Skill there. If I now cast Chen's combo skill, I will just freeze myself. So it's important that I'm able to unfreeze myself immediately. Run. I don't want to use my skills yet. Gotta save those skill points for next wave. Run over here so I can corral the little guys into an small AoE zone. So I can burst them all, like that. Just like the initial wave. It's basically the same thing. So that was relatively fast for clearing this. Okay, unfroze myself, good. Too early. Sheesh. You may have noticed I somewhat dislike using the middle mouse lock-on. Right, I'm somewhat averse to using it. It is good when I absolutely need a certain skill to get a certain target. Most of the time it's just worse because the camera lock. It's good to be able to move my camera around freely, have situational awareness And that's just... not true if my camera is locked onto a certain enemy. Like if I lock here, there we go. That was the time that it's useful. We're losing so much time here. If I target locked, I probably would not have dodged that. The priority here is kill the little guys first, and then want to go after the big ones. It just simplifies things. Less things to worry about on the battlefield, or something like that. Pretty rare though, to get to use a finisher. That was a misread. I thought it was the other move. And I'm frozen. Another opinion on Endfield CC is that it's really not comparable to original CC. Like, yeah, we got the tag system and the risks, but just the genre. Like, each run is so different, and we have the action game elements for dodging. I do feel like it's... yeah, I could agree that this is maybe a closer sibling to like Hades with its heat system, and less like a strategy game. Like, sure, there was a lot of strategy that went into figuring out this team, how we're going to dodge with only jumping. But still very qualitatively different than like original Arcanines, where you can just frame step to victory. We don't have frame stepping. It's very much not the genre to be frame stepping and pause the flowing. Okay, this one. There we go. I read that one correctly. Freeze and unfreeze myself. Good stuff. I want to be as far away as possible when the laser comes. Okay, done. Health is a bit low, but keeping it closer. 1 HP. Oh my god, this is so... If I touch anything, I will die. I'm gonna stub my toe on a pebble and die. Yeah, this is pretty intense. Okay. So, because this might be salvageable. Last enemy. I've genuinely not practiced this boss enough to know what it does. I don't think TC in Endfield is a bad game mode, it's just not the same as Arknight CC. Like, more comparable to Hades and its heat system. Or whatever other game has, you know, their tag modifier difficulty system. Where it makes it forces you to be more consistent, or makes it more difficult to dodge, or whatever it is. Didn't fall for the bait. Dropped it. And breathe myself. I think the strat is going pretty well, where we save 2 skills immediately for wave 2. And then burst them. Oh, no. Yeah, the combo skills. If Perlica is first in line and someone else becomes able to cast their combo skill, and then Perlica is frozen, Perlica will stay first in line and that will block whoever is coming up next. So we will not be able to unfreeze ourselves in that circumstance. So it's kind of something to watch out for. Okay, very good. Wave 3 begin, and we barely took any damage. And we have 2 skills ready to use. We want to get them grouped up together. Please come closer. Chen's combo skill window expired. If I just was more decisive and used Chan skill right away, Perlica wouldn't have died yet. Okay, gotta lock in if I want any chance of surviving this. Yeah, I don't know how to dodge that one. Done! I guess even if Relic are dead, it's still possible. How much time do we have left on that one? So 10 minutes minus 200 seconds, that's 200 seconds is 3 minutes 20. So the time limit is 6 minutes 40 seconds. If we subtracted another 100 seconds from that, no, we would not have enough time. So we're not able to take timer free, at least not without some major time saves in there. Or should I like save the screenshot there? Oops. Anything that reduces our damage output is also going to indirectly impact our survivability, and it might also just change the timings of different parts of the run, so I don't know what we can safely take. This will reduce our damage by up to 40%, it's kind of bad. This will prevent us from being able to stun lock those Eggways, and this makes it harder to kill everyone because we rely on Lift for stun locking. And Lift is considered a crowd control effect. I believe it doesn't apply if the enemy is immune to Lift anyway. Like the bosses, if you lift them, they're immune to lift, so they also won't regenerate HP. But regular enemies, if you successfully lift them, they will be regenerating HP. Max Risk, I'm not entirely sure what they do. I think it's just straight up having so much DPS you can out damage the healing, or they avoid skills that would cause the enemies to heal. Trying to think if there's a trade. Like, I don't think we can just add something directly to this and get risk 40, but maybe like if I take this and then take off something else, it might be doable. That makes the enemies tougher and immune to stun locking. Maybe we're chilling if we are able to reuse our ultimates. That makes it safer to burn ults early on in the run and still have them be available in later parts of the run. Let's give it a try. I'll do like maybe 1 or 2 runs and then end the stream for today, I think. How's that? That took too long. That was not a burst. It feels rather disorienting to not have the lift stun lock available. Save myself by ulting out of that one. I don't think I can unfreeze myself here. I really gotta figure out when I'm using my ult if I'm doing this strategy. Having one operator in the team who has AoE or anti-crowd ult would probably speed this up significantly. Like Tong I think is good at that. Or Tong use. pretty good there. For anyone who's curious about how live duty works, like if you want a review, how does it compare to the Blender or other tools? It is a very specialized tool, but it's specialized in the sense that, you know, live duty is 2D. But pardon me. It is a bit difficult to focus on this and commentary at the same time. The program is organized very well. Like, you got your project, which is like your assets, you pull those into your parts. If you delete a part, you can get it back from your project area. And from there you stack deformers. And those are controlled by parameters, which you have keyforms for. That's similar to like Blender's key shapes. Or not key shapes, shape keys, yeah. Or how you would have nested empties very commonly. Deformers are, I guess you could say, slightly more specialized. Because instead of a linear transform, okay, compared to stacking empty parented empties, deformers get, well, deforms in them. Though with shape keys, you can also get stacked deforms. It's just like Live 2D is that's all it needs to do, so it's very good at doing that one thing. Not need to do that. No, that also gets... no, that doesn't unfreeze me. This unfreezes me. Why am I frozen? Why are the Chen's counters still not activate? I need to break out of Not great popping it off on one of the normal enemies. And I'm not even recharged in time for the boss. That's pretty close. How screwed are we? Gotta go for it. Okay, risk 40. That's done. Okay. Guess we'll leave it at that for today. Thanks everyone who tuned in. And yeah, I'll see about getting an actual schedule for next time.